The ASBA has a great program that allows members and others to submit awards for showcasing their projects in multiple ways through magazines and other things. And what we want to do is give every project that's worthy a chance to be able to showcase in this way. You know, we do this by having the awards. We require the awards to meet certain criteria. They have to meet the guidelines that are programmed and laid out in the books, the various books, the tennis book, track book, and so on. And we make sure that the guidelines, when we judge them, fall into that category.
The criteria is based on the different types of facilities out there. So there are fields, there are tracks, there are courts, and there's the tennis court as well. What we look for is applications that have a long list of questions to show that the facilities are being designed and built correctly. We require drawings to show that what's actually been designed to be constructed matches up with the applications. And then we ask for photos so we can cross-reference and say, okay, are the photos showing what the design called for? And that the three items are all working together to make sure everything's built properly.
Make sure you follow the directions when you're actually submitting and typing it out and putting it in, and double check, because typos sometimes will change whether we approve it or not approve it. If you give incorrect dimensions or the things don't match the drawings.
There's a couple of common mistakes. One is the instructions, which are fairly explicit, particularly how many photographs you can put into an award. And we're looking for 20 to 25 photographs with a certain number in each category. And we see sometimes if we ask for 5 photographs in a certain category, there'll be 3. And we're really looking for a complete story, which the photographs can tell us. So that's why we've sort of distributed pre-construction, construction, and post-construction photographs. And if people would just be more cognizant of how many photographs are putting in each category, that would be very helpful. With the application, we find that people don't really match up what they've done on the job site to what we're looking for in our guidelines. And the guidelines are pretty explicit in the book. Tennis net post size, foundations, fence post diameters on the pipe or mesh. And so many times we fail people because they miss several of those. And it would be easy to correct those if they would build according to what the guidelines are.
We've been making adjustments over the last few years to try to give the applicant a better opportunity to do it properly, because we really want to give as many awards out as we can give. But we can only do that if it's done in the appropriate way and it's the appropriate type of award.
The applications can be tedious. Really take your time and make sure that you're filling out all the questions properly. And that not only that the questions are meeting the requirements based on ASBA or on the level of sport, but also that they cross-reference with the drawings and with the photos, because we'll go through and we'll check all of them. Other things that are requirements are the drawings, the type of drawings. We can't have a planting plan that has nothing to do with the field. It needs to be very specific to the field, and if we're lacking that information, we have a hard time verifying proper construction. To help with the application process is to give yourself time. It's not meant to be done at the 11th hour. Give yourself that time to make sure you have everything that you need to submit, that you have the proper amount of pictures, and that everything works together. Also, giving the story. The story is so important to help us look and to understand why this project should get an award. And just giving us that information to put it to the next level is priceless. The awards committee meets in the summer during the weekend of the summer board meeting. The committee members don't need to be board members. Anyone can apply to be a committee member for the awards. What happens is the awards are broken up into the different sections, so track, field, court, and tennis. And each of those groups breaks up the applications again, and each award is reviewed by whoever is in charge of it. And then they take that and we come together and we collaborate and discuss each application and then decide, is it a pass or a fail based on the information that's provided. The facility of the year is chosen, it's the facility that really gives us the wow. So it's chosen obviously from all the different facilities that pass. So we need to have information, whether it really needs to be both pictures and story, to give us, wow, that facility was amazing. Wow, that facility really had to overcome a lot of obstacles in order to be built. It's really providing a facility that's amazing for the neighborhood or the surrounding area, those types of things. So the more that we can understand that wow and why an applicant thinks that they should win, the better chance it has to achieve that award. It is subjective, so we really need to understand why it's amazing. For the awards, if you have an award that did not pass the previous year, you can resubmit. In order to do that, it's just a regular resubmission with the fee, but make sure that you did hit on everything. When we fail an award, we typically don't just say it failed, we'll give the reasons why, and it's so important in that next year to correct those deficiencies. We'll fail it again if those haven't been corrected.
No, I would encourage people to submit awards for a number of reasons. One, it gives prestige to the facility that wins the award. We as contractors or suppliers that make the application, we don't win the award. It's the facility that gets the award, but we do get credit for being a participant in that, and that allows us to market it for our own purposes. But it's sort of, a rising tide lifts all ships, and if we can get more people applying for awards, winning more awards according to our standards of construction, I think it will help everybody.